Welcome to Cinderella Has Cellulite, a show about love, romance, and how to make it all last. Relationship expert Donna Weitzman draws on her years of experience in and out of the dating game to unwrap the mysteries behind the all-too-familiar fairy tale. Tune in to find out the secrets behind first dates, second marriages, and everything in between. From his friends and her friends to X's and O's. This is Cinderella Has Cellulite. And now, your host, Donna Weitzman.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Actually is now afternoon. Zach, we're doing it a little later today.
We are.
Yeah, and the reason for that, hello viewers, hello listeners, we have a whole bevy of daters today. We are so excited. Today is the day for mystery dating. We've been saying that. I have Zach Lewis, my resident millennial sidekick. Hello,
Thank
Zach.
you.
Now, Zach, I noticed that your name was not submitted, according to Sarah Crilly, who runs our mystery dating, into our mystery dating.
Well,
Zach,
see,
what
here's the
happened? I
problem.
kept looking.
Sarah Crilly's here, too.
I'll tell you
Sarah's
what
going
it
to be with us today.
I'll be very honest about this. I know how it all works. I know the game, and I know how the rules are.
But
and I'm
don't
part
you
of the
love
show.
it?
I couldn't possibly be a bachelor and be involved.
Well, I think it's an excuse. Once he sees all these great
That is very
candidates that we
pointed,
have.
Donna. We do have some great candidates.
Sorry, Zach. Zach, why in the world do you think that we should mystery date, which back in my years was called a blind date?
I think we live in an age where people like instant gratification. People like Tinder. You can get on and see pictures of the individual you're looking at. You can see what they're about, and then you can kind of follow up. I think there's a subtle something to blind dating. I really do. It doesn't happen a whole lot anymore, and I think, shoot, why not?
So what Zach is saying, I guess what you're telling me, Zach, is back in my day, it was kind of commonplace to blind date.
In not so many words, maybe. It's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
But now everybody goes online. They know exactly what they're getting into before they do it. So we're going back years ago, Sarah, and coming forward. So now instead of a blind date, we have a mystery date, and we've decided it's going to be something fun. And apparently our listeners do too, because we have lots of applications,
So many applications, Donna. And love happens. It takes so many forms. So why not blind date? So I asked Dallas, and Dallas answered, and we have so many bachelors that have applied, and we're just so excited because we have a gorgeous bachelorette that we're going to feature on the show today. I cannot wait.
Do we get to see her?
Oh, she's gorgeous. I can't give away all the juicy details yet, but she's here. She's in the studio, and
so for you listeners, you might want to go into Facebook Live because you're actually going to see our bachelorette today.
Right.
She's here in the studio, and we're excited. But Sarah tells me we have more guys than gals that have applied.
We do, and unfortunately, I actually met our bachelorette less than 24 hours ago because the first bachelorette was sick.
Uh-oh.
And so I had to scour through and decide, all right, who do I want? And this one was nominated last minute.
Okay.
So props to her because she was
Yay.
nominated less than 24 hours ago. And I just think that adds to her spontaneous
Yeah, it says a lot about her, I think.
Really? She's up for this.
Well, this bachelorette won the lotto. Because the 3 bachelors I have read, I would go on a mystery date with any of them. I would go on a non-mystery date. I'd go on an out there date. I'd put a billboard up. I like these guys.
Yes.
These are good guys. And I actually had one that called like 3 or 4 times today just to make sure that this was the day that he needed to call in. That's how excited this one is.
Listen, you bachelors, you better be on the show and better be listening.
You don't want to be the bachelor who misses the mark. You know what I mean? The other 2 show up and you just totally with it.
No one
That's
should
no
miss
good.
this opportunity with our bachelorette. She's gorgeous. She's amazing. What a catch, guys.
Well,
Seriously.
we don't want that phone ringing, guys, and you not answer. So our 3 bachelors are on the line. You know, something else I think, how fun this would be if it continues down this dating line and somebody gets married. You never know this now. This could happen, right, Zach?
Sure.
Stranger things happen. And what stories you would have to tell your grandchildren. How great would that be?
I think amazing. And Donna, I think you should be a part of it.
I'm
Love
gonna be.
happens.
Listen, I'm hoping that I'll be the official, priest, rabbi, whatever.
Oh, yeah, you can get those certifications online.
I think it's $80. Somebody told me it's $80 and go online
That's
and you can marry people. I'm excited being an old mayor. I always wanted to marry
That's
somebody.
an awfully accurate price point, Donna. It sounds like you've been looking into this in your free time.
I wanted to as a mayor, and unfortunately, I wasn't allowed. So anyway, I'm back on. I'm ready. So Sarah, tell us how this worked, because we want more applicants, women out there, women, and our ages are 25 to 85.
25 to 95.
95. So
we bumped up that age bracket because we have someone interested. You said that was in their 90s.
We have actually a woman that's 85 that wants to apply, and we have a gentleman that's 95. How fun is that?
I'm
It's
excited
never
to be a
too
part of
late
it.
for love. Never
Yeah.
too late for love.
Okay, well, tell us how this works.
Okay, so how this works is we're going to have our beautiful bachelorette. She's going to take a seat. We're going to get to know her a little bit. We're going to get to know what she's looking for. We're going to find out as much as we want to know about her. Then she's going to kindly step out. We're going to get our first bachelor on the phone, kind of talk with him a little bit, ask some questions, and then we're going to bring her in. So she's going to be completely blind. She's going to have no idea anything about him except for the sound of his voice, and it's going to be up to her to ask him 3 to 5 questions.
Right. Now, us in studio and you, the listener, will know the score. She will not. And that's part of the fun. It's being in on the
It
joke,
is.
I think.
We kind of went back and forth on this, Zach. Should we have her know their age? Should
Right.
we have her know their occupation? But that's up to her. That's up to her.
I
That's
suppose
what you
it
told
is.
me.
So,
I kind of wanted to give her that, but nope, she's completely blind.
So our bachelorette will step out. We'll talk to the bachelor for a minute. Then she'll step in, ask some questions. We'll hang up the phone and we'll chat with her for a minute and see what she thinks.
One thing I want to weigh in on, Zach, sorry. This is not fake news. We're really doing this today. I mean, this is
Yeah, this is
really
about
right
as genuine
here.
as it gets, I
It's not
think.
set up. Our bachelorette is so nervous. I saw her out in the lobby.
Sure.
And she is a little bit red from her arms and all in her face. But believe me, that's not from embarrassment. She told me that she went out and had a party in the sun over July 4th. So,
Yes.
okay. So I just wanted you to know this is not fake news. This is real stuff.
This is very authentic.
Yeah. And, we're not pre-filming this out in some desert or somewhere. We're right here in Dallas, Texas. We're right here in the studio, and this is going to be great fun.
We're going to give it a shot. It's kind of old-fashioned in a new way.
Yeah.
That's
And
what's great about
unlike that
podcasting.
show on ABC, The Bachelor, so our bachelors will not know who the bachelorette is either.
Right.
So it's blind on both sides.
Right.
Completely. So the Princia Italia date will be the first time they really meet in person.
And we are having this date at Princia Italia restaurants. And if you haven't tried Princia Italia, I'd like to go along on the mystery date. Princia Italia, the Italian food restaurant at the corner of Preston and Royal, or they can go to the one in Plano. Princia Italia has said they'd love to have the mystery daters either location.
Yeah, Prince Italia is very accommodating in this whole thing. I appreciate them coming along with us on this
Yeah,
wonderful
it's
little
gonna
journey.
be fun.
If I could just be a fly on the wall for that date.
Well, we
can't
could
wait.
be.
Who's she going to pick?
I don't
Who's she
know.
going to pick?
So,
So should we meet her?
I
do you
think
think,
so.
Zach?
Yeah, let's get her on the mic, right?
Okay. So we'll be back with our bachelorettes.
Hello, everybody. We are back. I hope we didn't keep you in mystery too long because our mystery daters are ready to be acknowledged and to come out of hiding at this point.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So I want to introduce you to Kira Hayes. Kira?
Hi, I'm Kira.
All right. Kira is our very first mystery dater, our female, our bachelorette. And my gosh, guys, if you're not looking at us on Facebook Live, you need to go there right now, Facebook Live. And of course, we'll have our podcast out, I guess, next Monday, right, Zach?
I think
or a
so.
week from
yeah.
Monday?
Yeah. When you're hearing this, that's when it went out.
Yeah,
Yes.
but don't wait to hear. Go to Facebook Live right now and see Kira. Kira, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm 34 years old. I'm a high school teacher. I'm divorced. I've been single for 4.5 years. I'm really into fitness and health and that whole scene.
And she shows it.
And I'm very adamant that I would like to find somebody like-minded.
And like-bodied
And like,
from a man's
You
point
know,
of view.
ideally,
that would be
sure.
good.
Sorry.
It's
Sorry.
very important.
Okay. And are you a Texas girl?
I'm a Texas girl. I like sports. I like all the home teams in Dallas.
You're a Cowboys
Go
fan?
Cowboys, of
Mavericks
course.
fan?
Yes.
Okay. Stars fan?
I like hockey. I haven't been to a hockey game in a long time, though.
Okay. You just always have to wear a coat. That's the one thing, Zach,
Yeah.
when you go to a hockey game. You
It's a
gotta wear
little
coat.
chilly out on the
Yeah,
ice.
yeah. But it gets really hot out there in the Mavericks, so you don't have to. You can wear very little to the Mavericks games, actually.
Exactly.
And so, well, tell us how you knew about the mystery dating for Cinderella Has Cellulite, and kind of how you got involved.
Okay, well, my best friend called me yesterday, late in the afternoon, I think it was, and she said, hey, my neighbor knows these people, and they wanted me to come on, but I'm out of town, and I think you should do this. And I actually said, no, I think I'll pass. And she said, I'm giving them your number anyway.
And guess what?
And she you know what? If all else fails, It'll be a good brunch story with my girlfriends.
Well, there
Yes.
you go. Like I said, for your grandchildren later on.
There's my 5 minutes of fame.
This is
There
a
you
bit.
go.
Listen, you may be more than 5 minutes at this point. That's for sure. But so you're a Texas girl. Your neighbor called you, told you to come on. Cinderella Has Cellulite for the mystery dating. Are you excited?
I am excited. Let's get this party started. Let's see what happens.
You
I
know
don't
what? You
It's
told
gonna
me
be
you were
silly.
nervous, but I don't believe it. I think you're
I
a
am.
natural. I think
I'm
you're
so red right now.
Well, that's because you're sunburned. So we're all sunburned from the 4th, except for Zach, who I had a feeling didn't get outside.
I absolutely went outside. I
You
got a
did?
serious tan going on under here. Yeah,
Okay.
totally. I just have very olive-colored skin. It's hard to tell.
Okay, well, Kira and I are both blonde, so we got that light-colored skin, and Sarah does too. So we're all in trouble out in the sun. Anything else you want to add, Kira, before you pick out this fun one out of a trio? My goodness.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure I don't get to see what they look like.
No,
right?
she's been dying to see. I understand she's been trying to get
That's
our,
part
our-
of the fun.
That's the fun.
Right.
Yes.
No,
Surprises are fun.
This is
No.
an experience that no dating app can offer.
So we're going to get this set up. So Zach, I guess we asked Kira to go out so we can
I
talk
think
to our
so.
bachelors
Yeah.
who's on the line.
Kira-
Kira, any last thing for the bachelors?
last
Because they're
words?
all listening to you.
Don't be nervous. I'm not nervous at all. Be funny. Be witty. I like a sense of humor.
She's fun. She's hot. She's smart. She's got all the attributes, bachelors. So here we go. Kira, we're going to ask you to leave the room, and we're going to get on with it. Right, Sarah? You all set?
All right, let's
Okay,
get the first
Sarah's
man on the
set.
line.
All right. And we are on the phone with Bachelor number 1. So we're going to be interviewing Bachelor number 1 to find out a little bit about him. And then we'll be sharing that with our Bachelorette.
Right.
And we've already talked to Kira Hayes, our Bachelorette, and she is out in the waiting room.
Now, before we get to Bachelor number 1, we want to talk about him for a minute. Sarah had a couple of things she wanted to offer, just so we and you, the audience, know kind of the score before we get to him. So, Sarah, give us a little rundown.
So this one, Bachelor number 1, he was nominated and he accepted. So he's one that I had to reach out and say, hey, congratulations. You've been nominated to appear on Cinderella Has Cellulite. Do you choose to come on the show? You're going to meet a beautiful bachelorette. And so I had to explain to him the whole thing. He's really excited.
Was
I
he
mean,
a
out
little
of all of
hesitant?
them, no, he's
No.
so ready. He's so excited for this. So he's 29 years old. He's in the automotive industry. And no children. He says on here, I'm a regular guy that likes to have fun. I have a passion for older machines and pretty much like anything mechanical, including older European cars. I love my job working for my favorite car company. And what he's looking for in a date is someone nice that he can be himself around. Someone that has a good head on her shoulders. It kind of sounds like our bachelorette, right?
It does. Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for in love? Someone I can find a long life with that I can be best friends with along the way. He included 3 pictures of himself, which I wanted to include those descriptions. A suit picture, dying in the Texas outdoors, which was kind of cute, and himself just being goofy on a land speeder in Disney World. So I thought this guy has a lot of personality. He's 29, so he's almost in his 30s, so he's a little bit younger than her. So I'm
That's
not sure
okay.
if that's okay for her or not.
No, I think that's okay.
But I like the authentic personality.
All right,
Remember,
well,
Zach, what I said to be a cougar? How many years younger does he have to be?
30.
No, a cougar
20.
has to be. A cougar is designated as someone 11 or 12 years younger.
11 to 12.
And he's not that,
Gotcha.
so she will not be a resident
I was
bachelorette
way
cougar at
off.
this point.
I have not been studying up on my cougar
Yeah,
shit.
he's already forgotten cougars and kittens, which I talk about in my book. But anyway, we'll go back to Bachelor number 1.
Yes,
Bachelor
I think
number
we should
1.
go get the... You want to talk to him first, or should we go get the Bachelorette?
I think we should let Donna talk to him and
All right.
grill him a little bit, prep
All right.
him, make him sweat a little bit before we get the Bachelorette
I
in
am
here.
so
All right,
excited.
What do you think?
Let's call him, shall we? Let's see how this goes. Hold on. Here we go. Let me
Think
get
you
on
make
the
him
horn.
sweat, Donna.
I can't wait to talk to him.
There we are.
There's that ring. Anticipation.
We're calling Bachelor number 1 as we speak.
There it is.
Will he answer?
Hello, this is Thomas.
Hello, this is Donna Arp Weitzman with Cinderella Has Cellulite.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Well, I'm better now that I have Bachelor number 1 on the phone. We are so excited to talk to you. Here in our studio in Dallas, I have Zach Lewis, who is a resident millennial who is a bit older than you. How old are you, Zach?
I am 25. How's it going, Bachelor number 1?
Never mind. Zach is younger than you. And I have Sarah Crilly, which you have spoken to, which I will not divulge Sarah's age, but she is in the millennials as
Hi,
well.
Bachelor number 1. It's so good to hear your voice on the phone. We're so excited to have you as our first Bachelor on the show.
Good. Well, it's good to hear y'all too. This sounds like a pretty fun thing. So I'm excited to see what happens.
It is so fun, and you are groundbreaking. This is our first mystery dating show. And so we are on Facebook Live. So people, if you're not on Facebook Live, you can go to that, and then we'll be on our podcast. So people will hear us and see us, and we have Bachelor number 1. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm 29 years old. I live in the Plano area of North Dallas, and pretty much kind of like an engineering kind of guy. I love to, get out there, be active, do things. I love to fix things. That's my hobby on the side is, fixing and restoring old classic cars.
Ooh, I love a man that can fix
getting out and
things.
having fun.
We love a man that can fix things. Go ahead.
Yeah. And, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than that, I'm a regular guy. I like to go out and have some fun, get a couple drinks here and there when we can. And
Well, the one
pretty
thing
much that's it.
the one thing I read about Bachelor number 1 is you want someone that you can live a long life with and someone that's real. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm not looking for the, go out and have, the encounter like the players have. I'm looking for, the best friend out of it, someone that you really want to be with. I've had a few, relationships in the past that were kind of like that where, it wasn't based around the physical. It was very, fun to be around the person. But, it was what it was. We ended up finding our differences, but I think that if you find the best friend first, then that's the best place to start.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. You'd be on Cinderella Has Cellulite Mystery Dating because you want a real person. You don't want to just find a hookup, as they say in my world, and you're looking for somebody real. So that's really exciting. I know from reading your notes that you sent in that you like to fix up old European cars.
I do, yeah. So one of the cars that me and my father have together is an old Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. We also have a 1985 Ferrari Mondial.
Wow.
It's kind of like the old school Ferrari, but it has a backseat that's kind of more like a leather shelf, but it's a lot of fun stuff. There's just nothing like the old school.
Now, are you a Texan?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so born and raised right here in the North Texas area, or?
Yes, ma'am. Plano pretty much all my life, with the exception of the Dallas hospital.
All right, you bachelorettes that are listening out there, notice he said yes, ma'am. This guy has manners. He has skills. He can fix it up. I'm sure he's good in the house, too. You can probably fix things in the house?
I do, yeah. I like to cheap out by finding stuff that's gently used and making it work right as it should, just from lack of care on other hands.
You know what? This guy, we're going to see him. He might be on Fixer Upper, so he might go down to Waco and apply. I think they need some help down there at this point. Some good help, always. So, Sarah, what else do we need to ask this fun Bachelor number 1?
I love this Bachelor number 1. So we do have a Texas girl, so we're going to invite her in the studio here. If you just hold one moment, we'll get her on the line with you. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Let's do it.
He doesn't
right,
get to
let's
see
get
her
her.
on Facebook Live, does he?
Nope.
Okay, all right. Bachelor number 1, it is Donna Arp Weitzman again, and you are back on with us. I hope you didn't lose us during that little interlude because we have the Bachelorette sitting right beside me to my left, and she has a few questions for you. I think Kira, K-I-R-A.
Wonderful.
Kira, isn't that a great name? I think she's going to ask you 3 or 4 questions. So, Kira, I've got Bachelor number 1 on.
Okay. Hi there. How are you? That doesn't count,
Hey,
right?
pretty good.
No.
Questions only.
Okay. Question number 1. I would like to hear an either awkward or awful dating experience that you've had.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh, boy, you hit
Yeah.
the nail on the head with me because I've been trying Tinder for a little while, and it's been an outright disaster. It seems like a whole bunch of the kids now are into drinking till they lose themselves, and there was one girl that was going really good for a while, then I didn't hear from her, and, she was already kind of awkward to begin with, very nerdy, but very cool vibe. And then she wound up in the hospital, so I okay, and that's that. One of the next ladies I tried to meet, still trying to hope there's something out there. Ended up the same thing, and down in Dallas, and eventually got a PI. So I've learned to stop going out with the drinkers so much.
Okay.
Great answer, Bachelor.
Okay. Well, I don't know how old you are. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to ask that.
You can
Okay.
ask.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay. Then
That's his story, and he's sticking with it.
Okay, well, I'm just curious because of what you just told me, but also it goes with my next question, which is, what advice would you give your 22-year-old self?
Good question.
Ooh, that's tough.
Think about what you're going to say, follow through with what you're going to say, and just be transparent, because if you try and hide stuff, it just finds a way to bite you in the rear much, much worse.
Love transparency.
You have a good voice.
Love transparency. Anything else, Kira?
Okay, this is a two-part question. How would your friends describe you, and how would your ex describe you?
That's question number 3 and 4.
I said it's a two-part.
Well, about the ex, I think she would say that, we're still very good friends, and I'm a super nerd. I have gone to a few conventions in my time. I do like to, just kind of keep out there a lot of sci-fi. I do have an anime and a sci-fi poster on my wall, so I do have that. But I still think a very good friend, very honest, very trustworthy. I would hope she would say. I mean, we ended on good terms, so we still talk every now and then.
Mm-hmm. And what was the other question?
What your friends would, how they would describe you.
He drives too many old cars.
I don't think you explained to Kira that you fix up old European cars.
I do.
He has
and,
a Ferrari.
Me and my father, we have a lot of older things. Well, the one we have right now is a 1985 Ferrari Mondial. If you go out to Cars and Coffee, you'll often see my dad sitting in his lawn chair waiting for people to come up. Loves to, let kids sit in the car to, see the old school. People go out there, they see the new Ferraris, the new McLarens, the new Maseratis, and, oh, cool, it's the same thing. But you see the old ones, and, wow, that's different. I'd never seen one of those, and it's cool. It's got side vents.
Okay.
And then one of the other cars I recently picked up, more so on a little adventurous whim going around Austin, was a 1988 Volkswagen Fox wagon.
Oh, my. Well, we're going to have to cut you off, Bachelor number 1, although I love your voice. I love hearing you talk. I think Kira does, too. And the one thing I can say for you, because I spent a little time with you, and this is Donna again, is that you are an old soul. So I wouldn't worry about those 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years difference. He is an old soul. So there we go. It's been fun talking to you.
She gets one last question.
Oh, she gets another
This is question number 5.
Okay, one more question.
Okay, this is not part of the plan.
Kira on the spot here.
I know I am on the spot.
What do you want to know about Bachelor number 1?
I don't binge drink too much, but I do like a little karaoke. So you're on the spot. You have to serenade.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're going to have to sing a
that
little
is
verse
savage.
of anything.
Brutal.
That is so
Take a
savage.
note of the first song that comes to mind.
First line, second line. That's a toughie.
Let's see. I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life is monstrosity. No, he will not let you go. Mamma mia, will not let you go. No.
Mamma mia.
I can't remember the rest.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Bachelor number 1. We're leaving you, right, Sarah, for a little bit.
Bye, Bachelor number 1. Good luck.
Bye.
Nice to talk to you. Bye.
Hey, you got to give him some props for that.
That's cute. Hi there. Is this Bachelor number 2 on the line?
We actually still have to call him.
Sorry.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I...
You did this.
Our audience.
see if
You
I can
did
get
this,
him
and I
on the
was like,
horn.
"Is he on the line?"
Oh, there he is.
Here we go.
All right, here he comes.
Now, we handpicked this one.
Good afternoon, this is Johnny.
Oh my gosh, it's Johnny. Hello. Is this Bachelor number 2? This is Donna Arp Weitzman on this end.
Hey, Cinderella has Cellulite.
Oh, he's been looking at my website. This one's ready. He is ready. I love a man that's prepared. So, Johnny, we're so excited to have you on our first mystery dating show, and it's been going really well. But here's the deal. We've been getting more guys applying than women, so I know you've got a lot of girlfriends, I would think, and friends that are girls. Please have them apply.
Yeah, pass the word.
So,
Sure.
but we have lots and lots of guys, but we have picked out 3, and you're Bachelor number 2. So, Zach, what do we want to do? Do we want to put Johnny on hold and let Kira come in and ask? Kira is our mystery dater bachelorette.
Well, I want to hear a little bit about Johnny. We're a little bit about Bachelor 1, right?
Okay.
So
Yes, so we handpicked Johnny because he's a model. We actually met him on set, Donna.
Yes, I
And we
remember. How
said,
could I
"Are
forget?"
Are
Oh,
you
wow.
single? And he said, yes, I am. And we said, you need to be on our show.
How could I
man.
forget? That's when he and I were on the show doing some modeling.
Ooh, Johnny's
And,
good looking.
Johnny is good looking, but we're not going to tell Kira that. Johnny. We're not going to say that.
If you want to work it into your answers, by all means, but we can't tell her that. So that's your prerogative.
I mean, I could very easily go into my detailed, review of the Cinderella Has Cellulite book.
Oh, wow.
I think he read it. But she has her own, Kira has her own question she's going to ask you. So,
let's do it.
All right. Here we go.
All right, let's go grab her and get her.
Yeah,
And please hold.
Hold on.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Johnny, this is Kira Hayes, and Kira is our bachelorette. And let me tell you, you will not be disappointed. So anyway, Kira is going to ask you 4 or 5 questions and let you answer. So Kira, this is Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello, Kira.
In the sake of comparing apples to apples, we'll go with the same questions.
There you go.
Tell me about a dating horror story or awkward story, awkward or awful.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
Tell me a horror story in the name of dating. So either an awful dating story or an awkward dating story, because everyone has them.
A dating story that turned out to be horrible or a horror?
Well, you know what? I wouldn't be really able to recall from a dating story recently because I don't really date. All I do is work. So so if I do go out, it's a social gathering or a fashion show or something like that. And I'm generally going out with a platonic friend of mine, and they don't really turn out very awkward.
Okay.
All right. So he sounds picky.
Yeah, I'm picky too.
And yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. There's you've got your online dating and your websites that swipe left and right on the applications, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's not for people that are looking for anything long term. So why even dabble into something like that? So it's better to just go out there and build a social circle and build value in your life. And what's going to come to you, you will attract into your life.
Uh-huh.
That's the way that I look at it.
He knows what he wants.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Kira?
Fair enough. How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay, so the next question is, what advice would you give your 22-year-old self?
That's a good one.
I like 22. It's just after 21. Just long enough to make a couple mistakes.
You're gonna have a lot of advice for your 21-year-old self. But.
Johnny, what would you tell your self at 22?
Well, to be honest with you, I would give the same advice to the 35-year-old Johnny, and that would be, I believe fortune favors the bold, but I don't know anything outside of that, so I don't know. I guess I'll tell him to just take a little bit slow and do a little bit more research before I make decisions, I suppose.
There's a confident guy.
I like that, yeah.
Okay. Kira?
So the next one's a 2-part question, or as you called it, 3 and 4.
Yes.
How would your friends describe you, and how would your ex describe you?
My friends would describe, okay, so there are good days and bad days, and there are times where I run a team of 14 guys in our company, and so I guess they would say that some days I'm a little authoritative, and some days they would say that I'm a little silly, right? And how would my ex-girlfriend describe me? To be honest with you, I don't really care.
All right. And question number 5, Kira.
Last one.
What's the 5th one? Yeah. Occasionally, my friends and I like to go out and partake in some karaoke. So, I'd like you to serenade.
Oh,
me.
Johnny, can you give her a few lines?
First song that comes to mind.
Anything.
Whatever you got.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to tap into my inner Frank Sinatra here.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you're really putting me on the spot here.
That's a tough question.
You're brave.
Hang on. Oh, wait. You're going to have to give me a second here. I'm really going for it.
He's building the suspense. This is good.
He must
Now
have-
I have to deliver because that took so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. I suppose I can't do it on the spot.
Give him
Okay.
a song.
Be in a
Give him a
very good
song. Give him a
emotional
song.
How about
state.
When a Man Loves a Woman? When a Man Loves a Woman. You know that one.
Assuming he knows how that one goes.
Let's just take a rain check on that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Johnny will look that up for next time. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I think I'm good for it.
All right, Johnny, you've been wonderful. Sarah has actually met you, and we know that you're fun and exciting, so we are going to let Kira go back outside. And sorry to let you go, but we may be back with you, but we are going to invite Bachelor number 3. So hold tight, and we hope to talk to you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
All right, so I'm so excited to introduce Bachelor number 3. This one
Yes.
I've known for a couple years. He is the older and wiser of the 3 bachelors.
Okay.
I don't want to say this is favoritism, but yeah, Bachelor number 2 didn't exactly get a lead in, and you were like, no, I want to talk about Bachelor 3.
Let me give you kind of a summary of how these go. I send them a questionnaire, and then we're going to kind of repeat back what they're saying. Now,
Right.
Bachelor number 2 didn't completely fill it out. He just gave his name, age, and that was about
Okay, so you didn't
it.
know a lot.
Hey,
So-
that builds mystique.
This one says he's well-educated, motivated, a social guy. He's moved around quite a bit. He lived in Korea for a couple years, which is
Okay.
interesting. I wonder
Okay.
if that will be brought up in discussion. But he's
North or
well-traveled.
Okay.
He is 36.
Okay.
He has an MBA, very well-educated, marketing manager, a marketing manager. And he's looking for someone that is looking for the same things that he is, someone who is serious about dating and open to where it may lead. He's looking for love, ladies.
We got to make sure Sarah doesn't talk to Kira between now and then and kind
Right,
of tell her, just
right.
pick Bachelor
We can't-
3, he's
He's
great.
can't
goofy,
have it.
sarcastic, fun,
We are-
athletic. He's world traveled. He's wonderful. So I
Okay.
kind of wanted to say not to be
Sure,
Yeah,
not to
but-
pick favorites. We
Yeah.
here at Cinderella
I like
has Cellulite
this
are
one.
completely unbiased.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Let's,
All
let's get him on the horn, shall we?
Let's call
see if I
Bachelor
can-
number 3 and see what we got here.
All right, let's see if we can get him on.
It's so fun to talk to these guys.
There he is.
Fine.
All right.
Ring, ring.
Also,
Hi,
Juice-
this is Rich.
Hi, Rich. This is Donna Arp Weitzman with Cinderella Has Cellulite, and you are now on our podcast and our Facebook Live. So we're going to talk to you about mystery dating, and we're so excited to have you on our show today.
I'm excited too.
Hi,
Yeah.
Bachelor number 3.
This is Sarah Crilly. I know she's spoken to you before.
We're really excited to have you on.
I can recognize that voice anywhere.
Oh, listen to that sexy voice of Bachelor number 3. I'm already loving it. Either you have allergies or you're just darn well sexy.
wow.
I'm not sure which one it is, but I'll take either one.
You know, it's a little bit of both. but
Okay. Well,
right now, it's the allergies are in full force.
I know, but just keep it. It sounds good.
Tis the season.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our mystery dater bachelorette, and her name is Kira. And Kira is going to ask you some questions. I hope that's okay with you. I think Sarah went over the rules of the game.
She's a Southern Belle.
Yeah, and she is a Southern Belle. So she's walking in here right now, and she's going to have about 5 questions for you. So you just answer any way you'd like, because we're trying to get to know you by telephone, the old-fashioned way, rather than on a dating app.
Yes.
So here we go.
Wait,
Here-
what?
We're wanting to know you personally by telephone, and we've got Kira sitting right here, and Kira is our bachelorette, and she's going to ask you a few questions. So, Kira?
Hi there. Who am I talking to?
Hi,
What's your name?
I'm Rich.
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 Uh-huh.
Rich, would you tell me a story about dating that has to do with either an awkward or awful dating story that you have encountered?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I have one top of mind. So I was out with my friends, and we were eating dinner, and this lady came and sat at our table with us without being invited, and because there was an open seat next to me,
Okay.
and she said, "You're handsome. I'm sitting here." And we're like, okay, great. And then she said, so she kind of just sat there with us while we had dinner. And then she started to interject about what her intentions were and how she wanted to. And she was clearly feeling no pain, but she wanted me to take her out. It's like, well, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, why not? So I did. And we went to this bar that I really like. It's not far from where I live. And the staff there knows me pretty well, too, because it's kind of the place we go. And it was the same person that was just super drunk who showed up for the date.
Oh.
And it was like, that's too bad, because I was giving you a chance that this could have been different and better.
Oh.
But, oh well.
Bummer.
So the story
Yeah, no.
goes, if you're a woman, don't go and sit in an empty chair, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, we were like, what are you doing? Why are you sitting here with us? And she was just like, because I want to.
Would you do that, Kira?
Actually, I think I would.
I'd try to do that to a
If
group
I was
of girls,
feeling
but
pretty
that's almost a
confident.
felony. So yeah, that's
Zach
Well,
Lewis
and
is with us.
It's actually one of the things I admired. I admired the confidence.
yeah.
Bachelor
there you
number
go.
3, this may just be that woman that sat down next to you.
She's pretty confident.
Same person.
Kira, let's ask him what else you'd like to know about Rich.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay.
Okay.
So what would you tell your 22-year-old self?
What would I tell my 22-year-old self? Enjoy life more. I've always been somebody who's kind of seized opportunity, but seize it and enjoy those moments more.
Okay.
Because we don't have that. It's not to sound gloomy, but life is long, but it goes by fast.
Time goes by. That's right.
Season it today.
All right, Kira.
Yes, you are.
Kira's got a 3-4 question for you.
Okay. Part 1 is, how would your friends describe you? Part 2 is, how would your ex describe you?
My friends would describe me as very loyal. The token smart guy. Likes to have fun, but knows, okay, it's time to go home. So serious, mature that way.
Okay.
But the big thing is just loyal and devoted in that way.
And your ex?
Ex is kind of a consummate gentleman. I'm friends with all of my exes.
Interesting.
All right. Kira's got one
And-
last question.
All right.
Here we
All
go.
right. Are you ready for me to lay this one on you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I like to do karaoke every once in a while, and I think it's fun for people to participate, even if they're terrible singers. So I'm asking you to serenade me.
Can you give her a little
Anything.
a little
Whatever's songs in
beginning
your
of,
head.
beginning of a tune, Rich?
Okay. No, I mean, even though I have a scratchy voice today,
That's okay.
I love karaoke, and well, people know this. I'm not afraid to make a fool of myself.
Love it. Love it. You're only on national radio, so no.
Okay. Cheesy song, but it's the first one that comes to mind. It's kind of one of my go-to karaoke songs.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hello, is it me you're looking
Oh,
for?
I love it. All right.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
He's got
Are
it
you
down.
somewhere being lonely, or is someone loving you? Okay, that's all the words I
Oh
know.
my
but
gosh,
I
that's
can
great
see it.
though. Great. Well, Rich, you're great fun. We're going to ask Kira to step out for 1 minute. She's going to make her decision, and then we may be calling you back. We will call you back either way, but Sarah Crilly will be calling you back with some kind of news. So
And everyone's a winner here, Donna. So even if they don't get chosen, they could be in the drawing to be the next bachelor for our show.
Now, Rich, don't take that personally. She said that to all the bachelors. So one way or the other, you're going to be back in touch with us. You're too much fun for us to let you go out there in the hinterlands and not get back to you. So we'll be back with you shortly.
I appreciate it. It was great.
Thanks for touching base with our podcast and with our Facebook Live. Cinderella has cellulite. Tell your friends about it. We need more women, Rich. We've got a lot of bachelors, and we need some bachelorettes. So tell your friends, your women friends.
Send your application today to cinderellahascellulite@gmail.com.
There you go. We need you. So we'll talk shortly.
I can make that happen.
Yay. We love it. We'll talk shortly. Kira, you've had 3 bachelors. They're all from North Texas, really all from Dallas. so that fits you very, very well because you're from this area as well. That's exciting. Now, the 3 guys you've had is Thomas, which was bachelor number 1. And if you recall, he liked to do handy things. He's a handy guy. He can fix things around the house. He can fix cars. He was 29 years old and just a great guy to talk to on the phone. Very serious. Old soul. Then you had Johnny, and Johnny was fun and had mentioned that he had a team of 14 people that worked with him. And we've actually met Johnny. We actually saw him at one of our events. And so he's a great guy. And Johnny was, as I recall, 35. And then we have Rich, who was 36 years old, who lives in this area as well. And Rich did a great rendition of a great song for your karaoke tendencies. And so now we're going to put you on the spot. You got to pick one of these guys. And I'm telling you, as they would say in the Old South, the picking's great. So whichever one you pick is going to be, I think, a screaming success at Princi Italia Italian Restaurant. So that alone is going to be romantic.
Okay. I must say personality, well, what we're doing right here, we asked 5 questions. That's not really a fair.
You are right here online, on the radio, and on Facebook Live.
So based off of what we know, what I know, you know a lot more than I do. I really enjoyed the karaoke from Rich.
Oh, wow.
All right.
He had clever responses.
If you're on Facebook Live, 3 bachelors, I think the singing voice is the one who has won. So we need to call Rich and let him know that he needs to keep singing.
Should we just get him on? Should we get him on the horn now?
Let's get him on the phone.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's talk amongst ourselves for a second.
Okay.
Why Rich? I mean, there's the karaoke, of course, but anything
She
else?
likes the karaoke voice.
You know, I also Thomas. Sorry, I like Thomas's voice, but that's just a voice. He seemed very confident when he spoke, also, and I like that. I like confidence, and I like I said, I like personality and someone who's not scared. And he just Rich had great answers. He didn't really have to think too much about it. He just had good responses.
Let's see if we can get him.
All right. Well, we're going to call him right now, and you are going to get to meet Rich in person.
There he is.
Give her Rich's resume, would you?
Oh, I can get that now.
Now you can see it all.
Rich, hey, how's it going?
Hi.
All right. So, Donna, you want to take this?
Rich, I think you are chosen as our bachelor number 3, but you're in first place. Kira wants to go out with you. Is that okay?
Yay!
That's great.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to send you a picture of Kira, which you're going to, I think, really appreciate. And we'll tell you a little bit about her as well. Kira now has all your information. She didn't have it before. She picked you blind. She did not know anything about you other than what you said on the phone. But she tells us that she liked you best of the 3 because of your karaoke. So there you are. That is a very effective technique, Rich. That's working for you. So Kira, this is Rich. Rich, this is Kira.
Hi, Rich.
Hi.
Thanks for playing the game
ya?
and being spontaneous.
Oh, she loves that spontaneity.
Whatever works.
Let me ask you a question, Sarah Crilly, because you're our coordinator for our mystery daters. Now, they're going to Princi Italia, and there's 2 restaurants, so you can either go to the one in Plano in West Village, or you can go to the one at the corner of Preston and Royal. And they are going to comp your dinner, so you guys can have a scrumptious dinner, get to know each other over dinner. And Sarah, how did they get together now? You work that out, I think.
Yeah, we're going to plan all the details for them.
I think we're going to work that out off the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's gotta be
We don't want to tell the people everything.
Yeah, we don't want to tell you what night or any of that.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But we'll
You don't want to
some
coordinate all the details for us on the radio?
Not on the air, but she probably will do it.
This date would be a live podcast at the date with all sitting at the table.
No, we can't do that.
I don't know. You'll have to talk to them about that, Sarah. Sarah, you'll have to figure that out.
That was not part of the
Kidding.
deal.
But will
No,
y'all
Kara, I don't
please
know
take
about
a
you, but
picture
I'm going to
that night?
actually veto that.
We have to have a picture. Well, we are going off the air. It's been wonderful fun. And Zach, this is why we have Cinderella Has Cellulite. Cinderella Has Cellulite podcast is because we all want to be Cinderella, right, Kira?
We do.
But some
the
of
dream.
us, not necessarily Kira, but some of us have a little bit of baggage we bring along, and that might be in the form of whatever. But you know what? Baggage is just life experiences. And so that's why we have Cinderella Have Cellulite. Zach, that's why we have you on here, although you are a young young millennial and you have not applied yet.
No, I haven't.
But we're going to try to talk him into it.
Someday, maybe.
Yeah, so don't forget, women, if you are out there, you send us your name. Get into Sarah Crilly at Cinderella Has Cellulite, all one word, all running together.
Yes.
CinderellaHasCellulite.com. You will have fun like Kira. I think you've had a lot of fun. Have you had a lot of
It's
fun?
been quite entertaining.
Rich, have you had fun on your end?
Absolutely. This was great.
There you go. So these are our first mystery daters. We're very excited about it. We'll be doing this how often, Sarah? About once a
As
month?
much as possible. So send in those applications to cinderellahascellulite@gmail.com, and I'll send over the application.
There you go. Who knows? You may or may not meet the love of your life, but you're going to meet a new friend. I know that. And you will never forget this experience. It'll be a great experience. And so, Kira, welcome to you. Rich, welcome to you. Welcome to our other two bachelors. And don't think we're just going to leave them out. They go right back in, and they will be there for other bachelorettes. And they were quite impressive as well. Do you agree,
they
Kira?
were.
They could be the next bachelor.
They could.
They
I
could be
could-
sitting in the hot seat just like you were.
There you go. Well, Zach, what else do we have for today?
Well, not a whole lot. I just want to tell people how to get a hold of the show.
Uh-huh.
Follow us on Facebook to keep up with what we're doing and see Facebook Lives from these. Follow us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, wherever you listen to your podcast, and subscribe to keep up with us. And send us emails at cinderellahascellulite@gmail.com to be involved with the show.
Now, he talks really fast and I talk really slow, so send us out to your friends. Share us on your Facebook. Let other people know. And once again, the ages for our dating is from 25 to 95. So that's a wide net out there, bachelorettes and bachelors, and we want to have all ages. Been fun. Thanks
so
Zach.
much. Bye.
You're listening to RMCN, the digital destination for premium talk radio.